The legends whispered of the Megalodon, that ancient terror lurking in the depths, its gaping maws spanning 2 meters wide, armed with teeth each as long as 20 centimeters. Scientists murmured of epochs past, of the Earth's turbulent history marred by at least 5 cataclysmic extinctions, each more terrifying than the last. But hark, there are tales yet untold, mysteries veiled in the shadows of time. Helicoprion. In the year 1899, amidst the craggy expanse of the Ural Mountains, Kopinski stumbled upon a curious artifact, a stone, peculiar in its form, measuring a mere 20 centimeters in length. There are circles on it, like a tooth or a shell. What enigma lay within its core? Kopinski declared that naught else accompanied this strange find, suggesting it possessed neither bone nor shell. Could it be a relic of some primordial cephalopod? No. With such formidable dentition, one might surmise a creature of monstrous proportions. Later, in the desolate reaches of Kazakh, Kopinski unearthed another enigmatic specimen, twice the size of its predecessor. Were it to belong to a squid, then surely it would defy all known dimensions. Yet, whispers among scholars spoke of another possibility. A boneless Leviathan, a relic of an ancient shark, stretching anywhere from 5 to 50 meters in length. But why such uncertainty? For Kopinski himself confessed ignorance of its precise anatomical placement. Where was the tooth, nose, back, tail, or on the surface? Such mysteries persist, even unto this day. In 2013, a time of technological marvels and newfound revelations, researchers uncovered yet another piece to this puzzle, a minuscule fragment, perhaps a fragment of a jaw, though certainty eludes even the most astute minds. Speculation arose of a mechanism akin to a perpetual motion, where the upper teeth, worn and weathered by time, are dutifully replaced by their younger counterparts, akin to the machinations of a timeless engine, forever updating, forever evolving. Truly, the depths hold secrets beyond our wildest imaginings. So, the largest specimen measures no more than 20 meters, perhaps ranging from 5 to 12 meters. That seems reasonable. Therefore, we shall designate it as Helicoprion. Subsequently, further calculations ensued. It was determined to have existed approximately 270 million years ago. Interestingly, it surpassed the dimensions of the Megalodon, which typically ranged from 10 to 20 meters. Curiously, scientists remain uncertain of its true form, as it was not a shark per se, but rather an ancient precursor to sharks. However, among extant species, none exhibit teeth resembling those of the Helicoprion. Hence, for lack of a better model, we conceptualize it as akin to a shark. Recently, there has been speculation suggesting a potential relationship to the silver shark. This yields 2 plausible hypotheses. Firstly, it may have exceeded the size of the Megalodon and possessed greater flexibility, resembling a hairtail. Secondly, despite the silver shark's propensity for higher uric acid levels, we already mastered how to remove them with cooking wine, potentially opening avenues for novel gastronomic experiences. If the Helicoprion coexisted with the Megalodon, one can envision a scenario where the latter was in pursuit of a great white shark, only to meet its demise at the jaws of the Helicoprion. The victor would then retreat to the depths, perhaps savoring its conquest, while the great white shark fled in terror, leaving half of its quarry to sink into the deep sea. Following the extinction of the Helicoprion, the stage was set for the emergence of the next enigmatic entity. Let us delve deeper. In 2010, a Chinese-American team was in Yunnan, unearthing a peculiar stone within an abandoned mine. What is it in its stomach? None dared to vocalize the conjecture that it contained a complete skull, a testament to the voracious appetite of this ancient Leviathan, which devoured prey of equal magnitude before meeting its demise. How did such a spectacle transpire? And what manner of carnage did it leave in its wake? Suddenly, a voice interjected, proposing the notion that perhaps it was a cosmic error, a misplacement of the skull, perhaps not originally belonging to this site. After all, science demands precision, not sensationalism. A decade later, in 2020, experts said, first it was a ichthyosaur in Guizhou, an intriguing revelation considering ichthyosaurs were not true fishes but rather land-dwelling insects, known for their cruelty and aggression. Second, the creature that was eaten by it was a 4 mm-long Xinu dinosaur, itself a formidable predator. Third, it was 5 men long only. So how did it eat such long dinosaur? We don't know. Prior to this discovery, speculation abounded regarding the dietary habits of ichthyosaurs. Some posited that they were merely squid eaters, while others suggested they evolved with rhombus-shaped teeth, indicative of a more aggressive nature. These conflicting theories persisted for decades until this revelation offered a chilling narrative, that they were capable of consuming prey as large as themselves, a tale steeped in cruelty and bloodshed. The most complete fossil discovered thus far measures 21 meters in length. Concurrently, in Britain, a fossil attributed to a 33-meter specimen was unearthed. If these creatures roamed the ancient seas, it could swallow a blue whale in a glance. 240 million years ago, they were apex predators of the oceans, indiscriminate in their hunting unless one was sufficiently diminutive or provoked their ire. They did not bother with chewing. Instead, they swallowed their prey whole, a grim saga narrated by the fossils themselves. Let us indulge in speculation regarding the potential flavor of such a creature. I dare say it would be quite remarkable. After all, those reptiles that ventured into the sea were the ichthyosaurs, while their terrestrial counterparts were the turtles. Mosasaurus. The next monster held a fervent admiration for the ichthyosaur, bearing a striking resemblance and ascending to the throne as the monarch of the dinosaur era. In the annals of Jurassic Park lore, the preeminent marine predator capable of swallowing its prey whole is the Mosasaurus. Initially misconstrued as an aquatic dinosaur or an evolved form of crocodile, it was, in fact, a marine lizard from which scientists believe snakes evolved. Devoid of limbs, it bore a striking resemblance to the ichthyosaur, but boasted greater flexibility. Even the smallest of creatures fell victim to its voracious appetite, reminiscent of a fusion between the Helicoprion and ichthyosaur, slender, cunning, and audacious. Spanning 12 meters in length, it struck with the ferocity of a killer whale, executed death rolls akin to sharks, and ingested prey with the efficiency of an ichthyosaur, culminating in the quintessential apex predator. But how did it achieve such perfection? Allow me to share a tale. Traditionally, apex predators rely on acute vision to locate their quarry. However, the Mosasaurus possessed notoriously poor eyesight, suggesting a different modus operandi. Once it launched an attack, the demise of its prey was all but assured, rendering prediction unnecessary. Moreover, numerous fossils bear evidence of shattered jaws, hinting at the existence of an even mightier adversary capable of dispatching these formidable predators. But it never showed for 50 years. It wasn't until recently that we unearthed a chilling truth: that Mosasaurus attacked their own kin. They engaged in brutal and aggressive confrontations, akin to the legendary warriors of Sparta, honed to mercilessly eliminate their own kind. Survival of the fittest dictated their harsh regime, relegating the defeated to a fate of oblivion as they sank into the depths with broken jaws, fading into the backdrop of history. Ultimately, their species met its demise, vanishing from the annals of time. If snakes indeed descended from these ancient predators, then envisioning the culinary spectacle of a Mosasaurus prepared with an assortment of ingredients weighing hundreds of tons borders on perfection. But the saga of enigmatic beasts did not end there. King Lizard Hydrarchos. In 1845, the shores of New York City bore witness to the emergence of a colossal sea monster measuring 36 meters in length. Drawing parallels to legends of yore in England, this behemoth was discovered by a gentleman named Albert. He postulated it to be an ancient marine lizard capable of traversing both the depths of the sea and the vast expanses of continents, christening it the King Lizard. Resembling a sea serpent, albeit fragmented, he spent 10 years to recover it like this now. Curiously, the Chinese recognized its likeness to the Yingkou, the fallen dragon. Could it be, then, a dragon incarnate? In an era preceding the discovery of dinosaurs, even the most esteemed biologists faltered in their attempts to elucidate its true nature. 26 years later, tragedy struck as it succumbed to flames, forever enshrined as a legend. Young generations did not believe in it anymore. 30 years later, in the early 1900s, someone found similar bones in a valley in Egypt, the fossil of ancient crocodile. Scientists suspected that the king lizard from 30 years ago could be an ancient whale. Thus, for half a century, diligent excavation efforts ensued, culminating in the meticulous reconstruction of the king lizard's complete fossil. However, what they uncovered defied all expectations. Basilosaurus. Contrary to previous conjecture, they believed that the one 30 years ago might be consisted of at least 5 kinds of fossil. Consequently, the king lizard was redefined as a colossal crocodile bearing semblances to snakes, got legs, Basilosaurus. Basilosaurus, an imposing 18 to 20 meters in length. Though dubbed a whale, its attributes bore little resemblance to its aquatic counterparts. Thriving in warm waters some 40 million years ago, during the tumultuous aftermath of the PE event, the Earth teemed with prehistoric marvels. Discussions ensued regarding the planetary upheaval that precipitated unprecedented growth in indigenous species. Thailand's serpents ballooned to lengths of 14 meters, while colossal turtles rivaled automobiles in size. In this primordial landscape, Basilosaurus asserted dominion, spanning territories from North America to Pakistan and the southernmost reaches. Their forelegs resembling muscular pectoral fins, capable of dispatching even the mightiest of adversaries, such as killer whales. Scientists postulated that these appendages facilitated terrestrial locomotion, enabling the Basilosaurus to traverse land masses or ascend lake shores to nurture their offspring. Thus, the saga of the Basilosaurus unfurled, a testament to the enduring mysteries of our planet's ancient past. Furthermore, their dentition was a marvel unto itself, reminiscent of humans, yet distinctly formidable. Comprising 42 teeth in total, 10 more than their human counterparts, their arrangement bespoke their predatory prowess. The anterior incisors, keen and pointed, could puncture flesh or rend sheltering barriers asunder. Behind them, the canines robust, capable of inflicting grievous harm to vital organs. And finally, the molars, akin to hydraulic presses of immense force, possessed the capacity to pulverize bone and sinew alike. Some 34 million years ago, the South Pole began to freeze, precipitating a global plunge in temperatures and a corresponding drop in sea levels. The demise of these formidable creatures loomed ominously on the horizon. Sea snakes. But lots of North Europeans believe that they're alive. They cope with the coldness, and they hid into the cold, deep water. They were those North European monsters, sea snakes. Consider their visage. Does it not evoke images of dragons? Perhaps, just perhaps, maybe someone saw them. They were not extinct. Or like killer whales or dolphins, they evolved with high intelligence, and they were already into the cosmic. Leviathan. Next, Leviathan Whale, coming from Bible. It lived in the deep sea, and it was the brother of Behemoth in Eden. Fashioned by the divine hand on the sixth day, the very mention of its name evokes a shiver of dread, an embodiment of unfathomable terror lurking within the depths of the sea. When scientists unearthed the fossilized teeth in South America, incredulity gripped their minds as they beheld the enormity of the find. A tooth measuring a staggering 32 centimeters in length, the largest ever discovered. In comparison, the fearsome Megalodon's teeth paled in comparison, reaching a mere 20 centimeters at most. With such formidable weaponry, the Megalodon could scarcely pose a threat. The Leviathan whale they recovered was nearly 100%, in essence, sperm whales endowed with colossal teeth and massive heads, aptly suited for delivering devastating blows to their prey. Their modus operandi was simple, yet ruthlessly efficient, inflicting mortal wounds with their teeth, shattering bones, and restraining their victims until death inevitably overtook them. Existing some 9 million years ago, they coexisted alongside the Megalodon, surpassing them in both size and intellect. While the Megalodon could merely rend their skin, the Leviathan's teeth were adept at pulverizing bone, showcasing a level of cunning that set them apart as apex predators. Yet, the mystery of their extinction persists. Why did these formidable creatures vanish while their toothless descendants, the sperm whales, endured? Some speculate that the rise of killer whales heralded their demise, a chilling reminder of the relentless march of evolution. In contrast, killer whales and dolphins, modern-day monsters in their own right, exhibit a complex relationship with humanity, capable of both violence and unexpected benevolence. Maybe there's a high-tech civilization controlling all these, turning cruel Leviathan to warm sperm whale, making killer whales and dolphins protecting us. Perhaps, in the depths of a primordial winter, a chance encounter between a humble monkey and a noble dragon prince set in motion a chain of events that would shape the destiny of worlds. But alas, such mysteries may forever elude our understanding. Thank you all of you for your part in this grand adventure.